in 1944, and Morris bought it in 1998, and eventually flew it 10 years after that. So it was on the ground for 54 years with the Rolls-Royce Merlin. It changed in many ways the path of the war, because when it arrived in Europe, and it would frighten people on the ground, just like the Stuka, the Junkers 87 Stuka.
Junkers.
With its siren would frighten people. There's that noise.
הנה. זה הרעש, זה השריקה. זו השריקה.
4.90 fighters.
זה סופרסוני, הפרופלור, זה הרעש. הוא אמר, זה סופרסוני.
And that was a quick warm-up. So, ladies and gentlemen, look to the left. Running in is Flight Lieutenant Tom Bolt, the 2010 Royal Air Force Tucano display pilot. Pulling up the Canadian brake, he first rolls the aircraft one way, keeps the aircraft rolling, and pulls the other as if to evade any enemy that might be on his tail. I'm not quite sure whether Tom's doing his flat or his rolling display today, but we'll be able to tell from this next manoeuvre. So it looks like Tom is doing his rolling display today. That's a wing over with an aileron roll. And running in towards us, or running away from us to do a derry turn. A bit like Canadian brake there, but keeps the roll going to come back and change the direction. And Tom will now stupefy us with his death-defying coordination by showing us a slow roll. Just picking the nose up there, using the stick and rudder to keep the aircraft rolling nice and slowly while he keeps the aircraft flying straight and level. And hopefully up into a derry wing over. There he goes. Tom joined the Royal Air Force in 2005 after completing his elementary flying training on the Grob Tutor at Manchester University Air Squadron. He then completed the Tucano course and the 208 Squadron Hawk course at RAF Valley before he was creamed off to become an instructor at Royal Air Force Linton-on-Ouse, which is just up near York, as I said earlier. I'm running in for a crisp and accurate 4-point roll. That's 2 ports. And we're just getting 3 out of him today. Tom will keep amending his display today just to keep the wind, just to affect the wind. The wind will affect his display. He wants to keep the aircraft right in front of the crowd and along the display line. Number 1 flying training school at Royal Air Force Linton-on-Ouse is the oldest flying training school in the world. And in parallel with 72 Squadron, where Tom works, 207 Squadron, which all train the basic fast jet pilots of the future. We have 76 Squadron training the Wizzos, and Central Flying School Tucano Squadron, who train the future instructors for the Royal Air Force and Royal Navy, and occasionally foreign and Commonwealth forces too.
Right to left, Justin Gorman in the Super Decathlon. Holding it down in ground effect. Horrible sensation.
לא, זה לא מסובך להטיס. דווקא הוא עושה איזה קרוב מדי לזה.
The rush of air to the rush of blood to the head when you do that pushing can give you actually a form of red eye. You actually get blood vessels in the eye start to go red. A pistol